4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is Please stand by. Studio Classroom is on the air.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Studio Classroom on the air. We hope you are healthy and in the mood to talk about something healthy. My name is Gabe.
And I'm Anne-Marie. What is that healthy thing we would like to discuss with you? Well, first of all, let me ask Gabe a question. What is your favorite health food?
Salmon. I didn't need to think too long about that. I mean, there's a lot of good meat that's good for you out there, but I really love salmon. And I like to eat different kinds of nuts, like almonds, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty healthy. I like to eat spinach and a really beautiful spinach salad.
Interesting. So in a cold salad, I was thinking spinach like steamed vegetables.
No, I don't like steamed spinach. I just like it fresh.
Interesting. That's good to know.
Well, here's a question. How would you like to put your favorite health foods into a blender to make a
nut and salmon smoothie? Maybe.
Well, I think smoothies might work better with vegetables. Today, friends, we are talking about green smoothies.
Yes, that makes more sense. Friends, open up your magazine if you haven't yet. Today is a great day to learn something new.
So let's do that together right now.
Green smoothies. According to some, the perfect meal is green and comes in a glass. Everyone knows that leafy green vegetables are good for you. Not everyone likes them, though. But here's some good news for people who don't like to eat their vegetables. You can put them into a delicious smoothie and still get all the health benefits. Most smoothies contain fruit, liquid, and sometimes a smoothie powder mix that's blended together. A green smoothie has leafy vegetables and other healthy ingredients in it. Leafy green vegetables are sometimes called superfoods because they're packed with vitamins and minerals.
Hi everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 今天要看的第一个字是名词 powder。powder 就是粉末的意思。譬如 After roasting fresh curry leaves, grind them until they form a fine powder. 把新鲜的咖喱叶烘烤之后，再把它们磨成细的粉末。或者 Store your curry powder in a bottle that no air can get into. 把咖喱粉放在瓶子里面，以免空气跑进去。Powder 也可以做动词，譬如在社交场合里，尤其在约会时，女士们去化妆室补妆就叫做 to powder one's nose。譬如 I need to powder my nose, please excuse me。不好意思，我得去补妆。补妆的地方呢，就叫做 powder room， 也就是化妆室。譬如 Could you please tell me where the powder room is？麻烦请告诉我化妆室在哪里。接下来我们来看名词 mineral。mineral 的意思是矿物质，譬如 In addition to some vitamins, the minerals Sheila takes every day are calcium and iron. 除了维他命之外 ，Sheila 每天补充的矿物质是钙和铁。或者呢 ，Spinach is a rich source of vitamins and minerals, so eat up. 菠菜含有丰富的维他命和矿物质，所以吃点吧。再来举个例子 ，Perrier is a famous brand of mineral water from France. 佩绿雅是来自法国的名牌矿泉水。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. Friends, I'm pretty excited about this lesson. I think that we can all benefit from having healthier foods in our lives. The title, of course, is Green Smoothies. According to some, the perfect meal is green and comes in a glass. And there's a great phrase for you to know. Something comes in something, okay? This is a fun way of talking about how something is presented or how something might be sold.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Have you ever bought perfume or cologne before?
Oh man, I love good scents. And so yes, I have bought several kinds of cologne over the years.
Well, cologne often comes in a fancy bottle or a special kind of packaging, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right about that.
So that's the way that it's sold, that's the way it's presented. It comes in the special packaging.
Yeah, great example, and kind of interesting too, because it's all about the smell, and yet they want to make sure that it's packaged really nicely and that it comes in a really nice bottle.
There's probably some kind of psychology behind that, right?
Maybe you're right about that, Anne-Marie. Well, friends, think of another situation where you could use that phrase. But of course, we read here the perfect meal is green and comes in a glass. What meal are we talking about? It has to do with vegetables.
Let's read on. Everyone knows that leafy green vegetables are good for you. Not everyone likes them, though. Do you like leafy green vegetables?
I do. I really do. At almost every meal, I love to have steamed vegetables.
Oh, okay.
But that's because I live in Taipei. Growing up in Taiwan, it was a part of a lot of my meals. But in the West, where you grew up, I think it's kind of common for kids to not like vegetables. Is that right?
Most kids, I would say, don't generally like vegetables. Now, growing up, I had a garden at my house, and so I actually did enjoy eating vegetables. I often had fresh vegetables from our garden that I enjoyed eating. So I would say I wasn't the norm.
You weren't the norm. Yeah. I think one of the reasons kids don't like vegetables, in the West anyway, is because they're not sweet. A lot of them taste kind of bitter, especially when they're made in salads and stuff like that. I just really wish everyone had exposure to steamed vegetables, tang qing cai, like we do here. But we read on. But here's some good news for people who don't like to eat their vegetables. You can just kind of imagine a parent talking like this, and I have some kids who don't like to eat their vegetables.
Eat your veggies. That's what I've heard before parents tell their children.
Veggies?
Eat your veggies.
Is that like a nickname for
kind
vegetables?
Kind of. It's a nickname for vegetables. Veggies. V-E-G-G-I-E-S.
Eat your veggies. There's actually a famous song for kids. You gotta eat your spinach.
Oh yeah,
right?
I've heard that one before.
Gotta eat your spinach, baby.
That's right.
It'll make you strong like Popeye, because Popeye ate spinach. Well, we read on, you can put them into a delicious smoothie and still get all the health benefits. How do we continue?
Most smoothies contain fruit, liquid, and sometimes a smoothie powder mix that's blended together. A green smoothie has leafy vegetables and other healthy ingredients in it.
We've seen that word leafy a few times. Here we see it again. Leafy green vegetables are sometimes called superfoods because they're packed with vitamins and minerals. In case you're wondering what a superfood is, it's kind of described here in our lesson, but it's a food that is rich in nutrients, especially beneficial for our health.
My favorite superfood is turmeric.
Oh, turmeric.
Have you heard of turmeric before?
I think it's used to make curry, right?
Sometimes, yes. It's a spice that's orange, and it's specifically considered a superfood because it helps inflammation in the body.
Oh, excellent. Well, I really like, almonds and salmon.
Yes.
And what about cucumbers, Anne-Marie? Do you like cucumbers?
They're okay, but cucumbers do remind me of a phrase that we have in English.
Is that right?
It does. Let's learn about that now in our info cloud.
Hi friends, welcome to InfoCloud.
So Rex, I met Jen and Lisa. Now, are they sisters? They act and dress alike.
No, they're good friends, not sisters. They sure are like two peas in a pod, though.
The idiom, two peas in a pod, means two people who are very similar in interests, beliefs, or appearance. If you pick two peas out of a pod of the pea plant, you cannot tell the difference between the pods because they look so similar.
So, if two people have many similarities, We say they are like two peas in a pod.
Another often used vegetable idiom is cool as a cucumber. Someone who is cool as a cucumber is calm and relaxed, especially when you would not expect them to be.
Cucumbers feel cool to the touch, even on hot days. So if someone is in a stressful situation and can react calmly, we say he or she is as cool as a cucumber.
Now, Rex, I think that you are as cool as a cucumber when you sing in front of a large audience.
Well, it has taken many years of performing to be as cool as a cucumber on stage, but I still get nervous at times.
Okay, so friends, it might not always be possible to be as cool as a cucumber in a stressful situation, but learning to manage your emotions under pressure will always be useful.
有时候我们会用植物来形容一个人，例如他像玫瑰花一样漂亮，或是那个人跟木头一样很无趣。西方人也会拿植物来比喻某种类型的人，像是 two peas in a pod。two peas 是两颗豌豆 ，two peas in a pod 就是一个豆荚里的两颗豌豆，几乎一模一样。这是用来形容两个人长得非常像，或是行为举止、风格、习惯相同，可以是两个双胞胎，或是两个如胶似漆的好朋友。Amber and Sarah are like two peas in a pod. Amber 和 Sarah 两个从里到外都太相似了。除了 peas 豌豆之外，西方人也常用 cucumber 小黄瓜来形容一个人，像是 as cool as a cucumber 像小黄瓜一样冷酷。这是用来形容某人非常的沉着稳重，不会遇到事情就慌慌张张的。这就是今天的 Info Cloud， 下次云端见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome back to Studio Classroom. Here's a little quiz for you. What color is most associated with our lesson?
That would be the color green, Gabe.
Right, that was easy. How about this? What kind of drink are we talking about today?
That would be a smoothie, Gabe. It's all right there, right here in the title. Green smoothies.
You think you're so smart. Friends, let's continue. Green smoothies. Certain greens are good for your eyes, bones, teeth, and your brain. They are believed to reduce heart disease and some cancers. Doctors tell adults to eat 4 or 5 servings of fruit and vegetables each day. Sometimes, people find it hard to eat an adequate amount with every meal. That's why many turn to smoothies for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or for a snack. Smoothies are an excellent way to get in 2 or 3 of those daily servings.
OK， 我们再来看名词 disease， 就是疾病的意思。譬如 Ben is suffering from a rare blood disease with no known cure。Ben 罹患了一种罕见的血液疾病，目前没有已知的疗法可以治疗。或是 COVID-19 is a disease that started spreading a little over a year ago。新冠肺炎是1年多前开始传播的一种疾病。再举个例子 ，Scientists say that 3 out of every 4 new diseases in people come from animals。科学家说，人类感染的新型疾病里，4种当中就有3种源自动物。最后我们来看 adequate 这个字 ，adequate 是形容词，意思是足够的、合乎需要的。譬如说 ，If you don't add an adequate amount of liquid to the mix, the cake will be too dry. 如果蛋糕糊里没有加上足够的液体，蛋糕就会太干。或者 The work Jim did for my class was adequate, so I passed him. Jim 在我班上做的功课已经足够了，所以我让他及格。再举一个例子 The light in my bedroom is not adequate enough for me to read. I need a new lamp. 我卧室里的灯光阅读时不够亮，我需要一盏新的灯。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Thank you very much, Jack. We read on here, certain greens are good for your eyes, bones, teeth, and your brain. And before we move on, let's talk about the use of that word green. You see there's an S there. That's referring to a certain kind of vegetable, usually talked about in the plural, okay? So certain greens, and it's usually talking about leafy greens or leafy vegetables.
That's right. I think one reason that our author just abbreviates it greens here is earlier in our lesson, we see leafy green vegetables over and over. So by now we know that is what our author is talking about. Greens are good for you for a lot of reasons. As our lesson says, they contain vitamin K, folate, iron, all kinds of good vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, all that stuff that I should understand more. Maybe I should take a nutrition class or something. But friends, we read on here, they are believed to reduce heart disease and some cancers. Now, earlier in the info cloud, we learned a little bit about being as cool as a cucumber. Cucumbers are not considered greens, even though cucumbers are green, but usually greens, like we just said, are referring to leafy vegetables.
Well, we read on here, doctors tell adults to eat 4 or 5 servings of fruit and vegetables each day. Do you have a hard time doing that, friends? I think 4 or 5 is okay when it comes to fruit for me, but when it comes to vegetables, sometimes I struggle a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I struggle with fruit. Sometimes I have to force myself to eat fruit, unless someone else cuts it up for me. That's always nice.
Oh, okay.
Well, sometimes people find it hard to eat an adequate amount with every meal. That's why many turn to smoothies for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or for a snack. Let's take a look at how the words turn to are used in our sentence. This is to go to somebody or something for help to solve a problem, or when you are dealing with a difficult situation.
Yeah, usually when I hear this phrase, it has to do with turning to someone for wisdom or turning to someone for advice. It's where you go when you need the solution to a problem.
Well, we want to talk about another fun phrase in our lesson, and that is in the last sentence, to get in 2 or 3 servings, to get in here. That's a fun way to say to incorporate or to involve or include, especially about something that it could be difficult to have time to do.
Now, for me, working out is something that I don't always have time to do, but if I'm lucky, I can get in a workout right before I go to bed.
Oh, get in a workout. That's a great way to use it. Well, friends, let's talk about veggies today for our SC challenge. All right, friends, let's find out who's playing with us for today's SC challenge. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andrea.
And the answer is Daniel. That is my name.
Excellent. You know, Andrea, I like that you're wearing a beautiful green.
Oh, thank you. Green is one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, well, and this month, many people around the world celebrate by wearing the color green for St. Patrick's Day. And our lesson today is all about green smoothies. So it makes us think of vegetables, of course. So today we're just going to have a fun discussion. At least I hope it's fun.
Oh, Gabe, it will be so much fun because I love vegetables.
Okay, so my question, maybe you can start with your answer, Andrea. What was your favorite vegetable growing up and a vegetable that you didn't like so much?
Oh, well, I have to say, growing up, my favorite vegetable was probably lettuce, which might not sound that exciting, but I loved salads when I was growing up, and my mom made the best salads.
But hold on a second. What kind of lettuce? Because there's different kinds. There's like iceberg lettuce, which is really white.
Yes.
And then there's like leafy greens, like romaine lettuce.
It needed to be a deep green lettuce. So romaine or spinach or a spring mix.
Okay.
Something like that. Because the deeper green a vegetable is, the more nutrients are in it.
Excellent thing to remember. Daniel, what was your favorite vegetable growing up?
I didn't have any favorite vegetables.
You were a normal kid.
I think so. I had to eat my vegetables all the time, but I didn't really have a favorite vegetable.
No?
Pickles? Are pickles vegetables?
Yeah, I think they are. They're a pickled cucumber, right?
Cucumber, right.
That's a vegetable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
They are a vegetable.
But I really did not like spinach. Spinach was my least favorite vegetable.
Okay, now after having moved to Taipei,
Yeah.
did you guys start to fall in love with more different kinds of vegetables? Like steamed vegetables?
No.
No? Not Daniel.
Okay, not Dana, but I did. I have to say, I'm a huge fan of kong ching tsai, which
yeah.
in English we call water spinach, but you can't find that in most supermarkets in North America.
Yeah.
And I really like how vegetables are cooked here with the seasonings and the garlic and the ginger. It's just like an explosion of flavors in your mouth, and you're just eating vegetables.
Okay, would you ever make a smoothie with kongxing cai, Andrea?
No, I have tried that.
You did?
I did, actually.
Oh, no.
But sweet potato leaves, di guayue, they do work well in green smoothies.
That's a good thing to know. Well, thank you both so much for joining us today for a fun little discussion about vegetables. Well, I think it's safe to say that all three of us like steamed vegetables. Jack, when you were living in the United States, did anything surprise you about the way that the people there enjoy vegetables?
Oh yeah，我第一个疑问就是，How do you enjoy vegetables this way?
Like, what way?
What way?
Is it because it's
Uncooked.
uncooked? And you're not just talking about cold salad, right? With salad dressing. You're also... Have you ever been to one of those parties and they have a dish of vegetables and it's just like uncooked carrots, uncooked cucumbers,
Celery.
celery?
That's one of my favorites.
哇，我就说你们怎么不懂得享受呢？
Right.
Well, here's a quiz for you guys. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Oh, come on, Anne-Marie, that's easy.
Come on.
Right? Everyone knows the answer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, then, on the count of three.
Okay.
What is a tomato? 1, 2, 3.
Vegetable.
No, Gabe. 大家会以为番茄是蔬菜，但是它有籽，所以应该是 fruit。
Oh, you're right.
Actually, you're right too, Gabe. Many nutritionists do put them into the vegetable category because of the way they are served at a meal. And they are not as sweet or tangy as other fruits.
You see, I knew I was right. Okay, got another quiz for us, Anne-Marie?
Let me think. Sure. Okay, what about green peas?
Oh, come on, this is easy. Ready, Jack? 1, 2, 3.
Vegetables.
You're both wrong this time.
What?
They belong to another category called legumes. Vegetables come from different parts of the plant, and legumes are the seeds of the plant.
啊 ，OK， 蔬菜是来自植物不同的部分，而豆类就是植物当中的籽。
I almost forgot about that word. You know, soybeans, lima beans, and peanuts are examples of legumes. Well, we've been learning about green smoothies, and people make smoothies from anything, even legumes. And we have more to learn about smoothies next time, so join us tomorrow right here on
Studio Classroom.
A friend endures at all times. A good friend lasts a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.